Your aura silently terrifies that narcissist more than you could ever imagine. It is a subtle, undeniable force that quietly challenges everything they pretend to be. Narcissists thrive on illusions, as you know, but your presence exposes their fragility without saying a word. They sense your depth, your strength, and your quiet rebellion against their manipulation. And the scariest part for them is they cannot control or define what you naturally embody. Hi, I am Danish, a narcissistic abuse recovery professional. Welcome to my channel. The topic for today's episode is 6 hidden ways your aura shakes a narcissist to their core, making them desperate to understand yet afraid to get too close. Number 1, you look them dead in the eye without needing to explain yourself. You see, you have this unshakable calmness when you look someone straight in the eyes. You do not flinch. You do not shift your gaze nervously. You do not try to fill awkward silences with unnecessary explanations now that you have healed. And believe me, narcissists hate this. They thrive on your insecurity because that enables to escape feeling their own. They need your nervous explanations, your anxious justification of your actions, because that is how they gain and maintain control. But you give none of that. You may have also noticed a lot of them do not make eye contact. It's because they are overtaken, overburdened, and overclouded by their shame, which comes up when they look you in the eyes. Now, not everyone who does not make eye contact is a narcissist. No, there are a lot of trauma survivors who do not make eye contact because making eye contact means confrontation. When you look at them without flinching, without the need to clarify or apologize, it does something to their shaky ego. Your eyes say, I see you who you are, and I'm not afraid of you anymore. And this terrifies them. They know you're not buying into their facade. They can't manipulate someone who refuses to dance to their tune. Your unwavering gaze pierces right through their mask and reveals their hidden fear, which is they're powerless in the face of authenticity. I've experienced this firsthand with my narcissistic father when he stopped making eye contact with me after I stood up to him and destroyed his decades-old control over me. Number 2, you laugh from your gut, not from social obligation or fear like them. You know very well how a narcissist's laughter feels forced or hollow. It is because they do not experience real happiness or spontaneous joy. Their laughter often sounds mechanical, carefully calculated to gain approval or manipulate perceptions. But your laughter bursts from somewhere deep inside you, unstoppable and real. It emerges from genuine humor, authentic connection, or spontaneous delight. Narcissists cannot fake what you naturally exude and experience. Your laughter holds the richness of life, vibrant and unaffected by the toxic attempts at control. Every genuine laugh you share openly communicates something profoundly unsettling to a narcissist. Freedom. Your happiness does not hinge on their mood, their approval, or their presence. It exists independently, flourishing beyond their reach. Your authentic joy is a powerful force that not only undermines their crazy-making tactics, but also quietly mocks their inability to feel real happiness themselves. It signifies your emotional strength and your ability to find beauty in life despite the toxicity they try to impose on you. Each moment of pure, heartfelt laughter marks a subtle but undeniable declaration of your independence from their control, and that absolutely terrifies a narcissist. Number 3, you have a working narcissist detection radar. Your ability to detect narcissists is nothing short of a miracle. It's remarkable. You have developed this radar through years of quiet observation, emotional reflection, and of course painful experiences. You have paid attention to the subtle signs, the hidden intentions, and the deceptive tactics these narcissists use. Through countless interactions, you have learned exactly how manipulation feels when it starts to creep in. This finely tuned awareness is your hard-earned wisdom, your emotional intelligence sharpened through trials that once left you vulnerable. Now you immediately pick up on the slightest manipulative move, the tiniest shift in their words or demeanor. Narcissists rely heavily on hiding their true motives, don't they? But you somehow see clearly through their deception. This heightened intuition unsettles them deeply because it strips away their greatest advantage. Can you guess what that is? Surprise. They realize they cannot fool someone who sees them clearly right from the start. You notice their subtle attempts to dominate conversations, their sneaky ways of twisting words, and their constant need for attention. This heightened intuition unsettles them deeply because it strips away their element of surprise. It renders them powerless. Your radar is more than just intuition, I want you to know. It's your shield, silently disarming their strategies without uttering a single word. Number 4, you celebrate yourself in ways they cannot sabotage. You know they're sabotagers. They live for it. They thrive on the destruction of other people's confidence, joy, and happiness. They poke holes in your pride, invalidate your accomplishments, and twist your happy moments into something shameful or selfish. That is their currency. That is how they feed their need to dominate. But this is what terrifies them the most. You no longer need their validation to feel worthy. Ultimate freedom it is. You have learned the art of celebrating in ways they cannot touch. You have built a joy so rooted in your inner world that nothing they say or do can reach it. You no longer chase applause or praise. You do not seek their permission to feel proud, whether it is baking your favorite dish, journaling after a long day, spending time with your pet, or let's say standing in front of the mirror and saying, I made it through. You know how to honor your wins, and you do it without fanfare, without needing a crowd or an audience. They watch you live this way and it eats at them, because the moment you found peace without their approval, you shattered their illusion of control. Narcissists need to believe that your world spins around them. But does it? It does not. It revolves around your growth, your healing, your truth. That threatens them more than any argument or confrontation ever could. Number 5, you walk away mid-conversation when it turns manipulative, your superpower. This is probably one of the strongest yet most terrifying things you do to a narcissist. They live for arguments, conflicts, and drama. They're merchants of chaos. They want to pull you into their emotional tornado and keep you spinning around. But you have developed something really invaluable, the ability to walk away. You don't explain, you don't justify, you don't argue, you do not wait until the conversation becomes toxic and you find yourself screaming at them. The moment things shift towards manipulation, you simply leave. This action is your ultimate power move. It sends a powerful message. You do not owe them your time or emotional energy. You set firm boundaries without even needing to announce them. I call them non-negotiables. When you walk away, you strip them of their greatest tool, your attention. Without it, what are they? Powerless, lost, and deeply disturbed by your independence. Your willingness to protect yourself and your emotional health is something they cannot fathom, and it deeply, deeply unsettles them. Number 6, you wear your scars like medals, not secrets. Life has marked you, okay? And you're no longer afraid to show it. Your scars, whether physical or emotional, are a part of your story. They are your medals, proof of your resilience and strength. Narcissists depend on shame. They want you to hide your pain and keep your past secretive because secrets give them power. But you carry your scars openly. You speak about your experiences with utmost honesty and strength. Your vulnerability isn't weakness, it is profound strength. That is what you have recognized. Each scar you openly carry tells the narcissist, I survived and I'm stronger now. Your games hold no power here. This display of courage deeply disturbs them because it directly challenges their twisted perception that vulnerability is weakness. They cannot manipulate someone, abuse someone who isn't afraid of their own truth, their own shadow, their own past. In all these ways, your aura quietly but powerfully undermines the narcissist's control. Your strength isn't loud or aggressive, it's quiet, steady, and deeply rooted in self awareness. Narcissists feel really threatened by genuine people like you because authenticity exposes their own hollowness and fear. Remember, your power doesn't need to be loud to be real. It doesn't need validation from anyone, especially a narcissist. Your quiet confidence, your authentic joy, your emotional awareness, your self-contained celebrations, your decisive boundaries, and your fearless vulnerability are your greatest weapons. So, what do? You keep shining your light, keep celebrating your truth, keep holding your gaze steady and your laughter real. Because in the face of your genuine powerful aura, narcissists have no choice but to shrink away. What do you think about what I have shared with you in this episode? And which one of these qualities do you have? Let me know in the comments, and do not forget to register yourself for my upcoming event. The topic will be how to break your trauma bond with a narcissist in 5 practical steps. If you want to break free, click the link in the description of this episode, and I will talk to you in the next one. Until then, as always, let the healing begin and continue.